Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction video for the 9th episode of Season 1 of Stargate SG1 called Brief Candle. You can check out the full reaction for this video on my Patreon channel. Check out the link in the description below. Last time we saw a senator visit the Stargate base and pressure them to find new technologies Earth can use. Teal'c suggested a planet that had a creature that could turn invisible. Arriving at the planet, the Stargate disappeared, leaving the team to look around and discover that Apophis was also there, looking for the same creature. SG1 set a trap, a really bad trap, to capture Apophis, but it went wrong and all the team were killed, except for Teal'c, but they all disappeared in front of Apophis's eyes. The team woke up with their wounds healed. They discovered a group of primitive inhabitants on the planet called the Nox helped them. The Nox also helped one of the Jafar guards who attacked Teal'c and killed one of the Nox before escaping. The Nox show that they are the ones who had the power of invisibility and they could heal the ill and bring back the dead. The Nox used their abilities to send Apophis away, and they revealed to SG1 that they are not as primitive as they seemed when they showed an invisible floating city high above them, as you do. The Nox sent SG1 home and told them that they were going to bury the gate so that no one else could visit or threaten them again. Jack seemed to realise that they needed to change the way they did things when visiting future planets, which is hopefully going to be a good thing. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and at the end of the reaction I'll be discussing what happened. I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. Roman times now. That's going to give it a shock.
Maybe early Greek, but I don't recognize the god form.
Greek. That's Zeus with the lightning bolt. Is she having the baby?
You are not Pelops. You mean him? No, we're visitors, friends.
The midwife is gone. I do not know the birthing mysteries.
What?
Oh, look at her. I thought they'd had to have some medical first aid training, basic first aid training. You think at least one of them on the team would have had some kind of medic training. The room that they were in, I'm trying to work out if it was like a shrine to that god. Yeah, I was thinking kind of, or museum or something, but no, it's more of a shrine because it had just that one statue and then the gate in the background, and they had the dialing device in the corner as well, which is always a good thing, so they can get home. So I'm assuming the god, whoever they worship, came through the gate in the past, and they've put that statue there in front of the gate as a shrine to the god.
Push.
Nope, so Daniel's doing it.
Where did you learn how to do this?
Just now.
How many babies have you delivered?
2. Counting today.
So it looks like they have very traditional male-female roles because assuming the father stayed a long way away, not looking and watching.
It's a boy.
Hey, congratulations. May you grow strong and bring you honor. You never cease to amaze me with all your talents.
Thank you.
They're going to call the baby Daniel.
I thought you said it was Greek.
Oh, Mycenae was an ancient city in the southern Peloponnesus region.
Where's that?
Greece.
Greece.
A birthmark.
That's obviously important.
I would call him Dan L.
Who are you folks?
We are the chosen.
That sounds worrying, the chosen. Why are they chosen? For what? And what happens to the ones who aren't chosen? Well, at least this is gonna help build a rapport with them now. Straight away they've done a good thing, so that's gonna help.
I don't see anyone who looks like they're over 40.
Things feel a little off here.
Are you crazy? It's a paradise.
That's why it's off. It's like a pizza with flowers on it.
It is pleasing.
They got no idea if that's poisonous to them. What's healthy to people, native people on the planet, might be really unhealthy to people from Earth now.
He's only for you.
I think you have a fan, Colonel.
Sitting here with Pelops. He fought in this winged chariot, hurling lightning bolts.
So it looks like something's happening to him. He's affected.
What?
This isn't a good thing. Looks like it's drugged him. This is just like my local pub down the road every Friday night. So what's happening to him? Oh, blimey. Well, that's getting on with the natives. Oh. Looks like he's back to normal, whatever it was.
They all just collapsed.
It happened just as the sun set.
Breathing shallow, heartbeat slow but regular.
So they was asleep.
It seems to be nothing more than a deep state of sleep.
Something in the food?
Which you ate.
We all partook of the same food.
Except for that cake.
Yeah, oh, it was cake.
From now on, we stick to rations.
And then sunrise, they're all back to normal.
Getting any answers out here?
They all act as if what happened last night was normal. They party until sundown, then they fall asleep, and they wake when the sun rises.
Start all over again.
Why are your people called the Chosen?
My ancestors were so beloved by Pelops that he fashioned this garden for us.
It is Goa'uld.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
Did not
You never
ask.
before inquired. The symbols are a sequence.
The Stargate sequence?
A sequence of symbols or motions.
What's that?
Can you read this?
I believe I can.
Like runes. Be easy if you had a touchscreen, so you could just sort of swipe it.
This is Danielle.
No, I meant the baby.
This is baby Danielle.
Rapid aging. Okay, so they've just used that birthmark as an indication that it's the same baby, same person.
That is Philippos. He's 12.
Days.
Philippos is 12 days old.
So how old's the oldest person there?
Kinfias?
31 days.
Ooh. That'll get you in trouble on Earth. But why is there no one old there?
Pelops brought humans here to be lab rats. He wanted to know how humans evolve, so he shortened the lifespan.
And sped it up so we could watch it.
So instead of having to wait 100,000 years to see how human physiology evolves, he could do it in 100?
It's a hell of an experiment.
I think he may have created some kind of virus. Viruses are often spread through bodily contact.
Jack.
Only one of us passed out last night, and that was Jack.
But why is there no one old there? Why are they all young?
Colonel!
So they're programmed. So yeah, they're programmed when the sun goes down, they kind of shut down. So something overnight is happening. Are they bringing him back? Or...
Tell me you brought the blood back in sealed containers.
Right, so just bringing samples back to examine.
Take a look what I found.
Floppy disks.
Well, how come the Colonel has way more of it than the Argosians?
Maybe because he started out older than they did.
Carter's coming back!
You hope? You don't know who's coming through. Oh. So he's getting older. How much time has passed? How long's she gone? I assume a day.
Come on now, don't keep the elderly waiting. That's rude.
He hasn't got much time, yeah.
It isn't a virus, but it's going to take time.
Time is something these people don't have.
Something Jack doesn't have.
You've already lived way longer than anyone with this, for lack of a better word, disease ever should.
So it's catching up.
By the end of 2 weeks, you'll be the equivalent of 100 years old.
2 weeks? Thought it'd be less than that. Although I suppose if you take his starting age into account, that makes
I
sense.
want you to pack up and head back to Earth.
I will remain here.
I don't need company, I need a cure. Daniel needs help translating that gold tablet thing.
Okay, I was about to say Teal can't help, so it makes sense for him to stay there with Jack. But if he can help with translations, then yes, it makes sense for him to go back and help Daniel translate.
Don't you dare say goodbye. Because you damn well better be coming back soon.
I thought someone would have stayed there with him, but I can see that all three of them, maybe not Samantha, is useful.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Maybe she is.
Machines replicate.
Machines inside the body.
So like nanites?
We were looking at it for a lot of different uses. One of them was medicine. Creating artificial immune systems, repairing individual cells.
Well, you might be able to reprogram them then to fix the damage if they are just basically machines. Change the way that they work for better. That's good technology to have if they can stabilize it.
Think you're hot stuff doing this to me from 6 billion light years away?
I still don't get why there aren't older chosen people around. Surely their lifespan is accelerated. It would just mean that there are lots of younger, lots of older, and they just die more quickly. Basically their lives are quicker, a lifespan. But yeah, you just see the younger ones get older and older until they die, and life would go on and on and on like that. So it doesn't quite make sense to me.
Then you will leave also?
No, I'll be here for a while.
Hope she's into older men.
But you ate the marriage cake. Came to my bed.
Are they married?
Cynthia, you thought we were married?
By their customs, you are.
The average human lifespan is 60 or 70 years.
More than that, isn't it, these days?
He shortened your lives to satisfy his curiosity.
That's a tough thing to say to her. I know he's saying it out of anger, really, about the situation he's in.
We've given the nanocytes some live tissue to interact with, but they aren't touching it.
So they're taking it out the body, out of the blood. Oh! See, what if they get loose?
They're trying to spread.
It only takes one to escape, and they can replicate themselves. He's writing a letter to his wife, not his bigamist wife, on the planet.
Why? Science, progress, knowledge.
It's quite good makeup.
What would you do if you had thousands of days ahead of you?
I would walk out into the world to see what is there.
Yeah.
Pelops has forbidden us ever to leave. He will strike us down. It is taught.
No, he will not strike you down.
Unless there's some kind of barrier or force field. I mean, have they been told that they can't leave just so they can keep his experiment in one location? I mean, it might be there is actually a barrier around that area, so they can't leave. That they might actually get struck down. They might be shot if they leave.
And teach the people what I know. And in their thousands of days, they would learn more and teach their children.
That's how it works.
Now you're talking. Whatever time I have left, let me spend it in my own way.
But you do not spend it. You waste it.
But you can't do anything. You might as well spend it with the others.
We do not have thousands of days, but we treasure every moment.
Yeah. I can see that if you do only have a short lifespan, you would, as they seem to, treasure every moment. It's all a party, basically, and they seem to be happy all the time. Doesn't mean it's right what's happened, but I can understand their perspective on that. They think he's now wasting the time that he's got.
All blood and tissue samples are to be incinerated and pulverized.
You are condemning Colonel O'Neill and the Argosians to death.
No, not the Argosians. The Argosians are going to carry on as they always have, so it's not like they're interfering with that or changing things. Jack is different, but yeah, he's got to think about the bigger picture and the risk to the base and Earth, which they should be doing before now, but at least he is.
Sorry, the risk is just too great. The order is final.
I agree with it. So how are they going to fix this?
The General says that gate travel to Argos is strictly off limits for the next few millennia. But we can send objects through, so if you need anything, just call.
So something can't come back, so they can send things through to him.
You know, goodbyes really suck.
That's got to be hard, though, knowing that basically that's it. He's all out of chances. There's got to be something on the planet itself that can help him.
And I will no longer be one of the chosen.
That's the message you ought to be sending.
Is there some of the machinery under the statue that's going to be revealed? Machinery that controls the nanotechnology? Will turning them off be enough to his body to revert back? Nothing happened.
He did not strike us.
So you like older men, do you?
Yeah.
What is it?
We should go back. We have gone too far from the village.
So why is that? Is it just because he wants to keep the experiment local, or is there a reason they can't go further away?
There.
See some naughty crosses.
Oh, hell. Oh, we'd probably just pass out.
They haven't. It's dark.
Why aren't we unconscious?
Yeah.
Should have happened already, can't you?
So there's got to be something in the village.
No one has awakened.
Except for us. And whatever it is that knocks us all out at night is right here.
Yeah.
There's got to be some other variable. Some other change.
The statue. The way he moves as well. Just going to destroy it?
I've got a phone call to make.
Or they're going to get them to examine it?
Welcome back, kids. Aside from a little prostate problem we won't go into, it's not so bad.
It's a transmitter.
When you broke the statue, you must have damaged the wake-up call.
I'm gonna have to use the equipment that we brought with us.
What about the aging?
I'm switching it on now.
Thing is, assuming they turn this stuff all off, so they're back to a normal human life cycle, it's going to be really hard for them to adapt. They're so used to well, I suppose maybe not. I don't know how it would work actually. I mean, at night, I assume that they'll automatically just in their minds go to bed and try to sleep, and probably initially they probably will, and waking up again they'll just naturally just wake up at the same sort of time. As time progresses, that will change, I should think, because sometimes they won't be able to sleep, they'll stay awake, they'll be up later, earlier, whatever. So yeah, it's going to be weird though. I still don't understand the aging thing, why there aren't old people there.
From now on, you and your people should age at a normal rate.
Well, without these little buggers in your system to maintain the changes, you should return to
Revert
normal
back.
within a week or two.
That's very convenient. It'd take longer than that to revert back, and I can't believe he'd revert back completely. His hair's different, and surely his internal organs and things. He said he had a prostate problem. His internal organs are going to have aged as well. So it's he might start to reverse the process, but I can't believe he'd be 100% back to normal after this.
You will not be staying with me then.
Jack O'Neill, wife on every planet.
Send some folks by now and again to check up on you. I'll treasure every day of my life because of you.
For thousands of days?
I sure hope so.
That's almost
That is
infinity.
almost forever.
Yeah. It was an odd episode. It was alright. I just don't believe he would be 100% back to normal in a few weeks. Yeah, that seems really odd to me. It shows how horrible the Goa'uld are. I mean, they literally put these people on a planet and experimented with them in a really horrible way. Although it is an interesting experiment, I have to admit, being able to see evolution sped up like that, but it's still horrible. It doesn't explain why there aren't older people there. I said it earlier, I don't get that. There would still be. They wouldn't all be young. They would just be yeah, just lots of young people, lots of old people. Just that life is accelerated. I don't understand that. That's useful tech. Nanites. I mean, assuming they've turned them off. So if they could take some of them back to Earth in a dormant state and examine them, that's going to be useful. Because yeah, from a medical point of view, that is the holy grail, I think, as far as we're concerned, because you'd be able to put them into someone's body. They could repair, heal, fend off any kind of illness. So that would be a useful technology. I'm sure the senators and the US government would be happy to have if they can take it back and examine it, or send people to the planet and examine it there. I'm sure. I mean, they have made friends there now. Those people are going to be happy to see them. So they are an ally at least with Earth, which I'm not sure they've got many so far from what we've seen. Don't know what else to say about this one. It was just a bit of an odd one, but not awful. Just don't agree with some of the ideas, and the ending is a bit weird, a bit weak. But yeah, so let me know what you thought about this one in the comments below, and I'll see you for the next one. Be seeing you.